Hi everyone, this is Michael for Spirit Comics. Welcome to my live stream. It's early in the morning. Right now it's 4 minutes after 1 a.m. And I just decided that I wanted to share some of my drawing experience with you. Which is to say that it's not a lot of drawing experience. Rather, I mean, that I'm learning. And I'm learning as I draw. Now, the thumbnail you saw was this character. I won't give away her name because this picture is not yet finished. Now, I want to add two moons to this picture. One right here over top her head, and one possibly back here that might be a little bit smaller. And before I go on, I want to mention, please, if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe, and also please do smash that bell so you'll be notified of all new uploads. Please do like and share this video with others so they can enjoy it as well, and don't forget to comment. I welcome all comments. And that this right here you see is, well, this is just the handle by which the phone is resting on at the moment. Now, I've already done one moon. Like I said, I want to put a moon right here, and it's to basically, fix my mistake. Apparently, when I was drawing her before, I had another piece of paper over top of her, and I was testing out colors. And I'm guessing that when I was doing that, I was pressing a little bit too hard with one color, so something seeped through. And I'm talking about Prismacolor pencils. So I'll show you what I have already. Okay, I have three moons, and this is what I do when I test out colors. I just I draw a little bit on the paper to see what it looks like, to see if this is a type of color I want to use. The first one is I tried to put some craters in, and that was to mask some of the lines that you would see on this particular moon. And the this color is that you see right here is lavender, whereas the dark side, this right here, that is lilac. I wasn't too happy with that, so I started over on the opposite side. Now, this time I believe it was the process red that I went with. Yeah, I believe it was the process red. And what I did was I tried to make it look so that the surface of the moon was actually going in a direction. I would make a U shape, and then I would continue making a U shape until I'd filled in all of the area that I wanted to fill in, and then with the same color, processed red, I shaded in this side darker because it was going to be directed toward the night, because this will be a nighttime picture. Then I took some black and shaded over that for, I don't know why I did that, but I just wanted to test it out. And then I used some black to give this moon, I don't know, a little bit, something else so it would stand out. But, so it would look more like a surface. But I wasn't happy with it, so I started over. And using the same color, processed red, I used the same deal. I started off, made a curvature line. So this will be the side of the moon that is directed toward the night, and this will be the side of the moon that will be shining down. This is all just speculation at this point. Yeah. And I have my channel named Spirit Comics for a reason. I hope to draw my own. Well, I know I will. I will draw my own comic book stories someday with my own characters that I'm currently creating and stories that I'm currently writing. But, ladies and gentlemen, something I've been thinking about, and it never seems to fail, is I'm doing this for a few reasons. But one, because it's fun. Yes, of course. And two, because currently I'm unsatisfied with the state of the current comic book industry. Not so much as the creators, but their creations. And and there's certain books that I am unhappy with, so I'm going to drop them. So that leaves more time and more money to put forth for my own projects. Now, in my universe, I decided there's going to be 2 moons. Now, this area right here will have another moon. Now, to try this out, let me see here. So get that picture back here. I have 2 templates. I'm not sure where the other one is, but this one is you can see it right here. This is a template of different size circles, and they're measured in millimeters. Yeah, measured millimeters. And let's see which one fits this corner right here. Not this one. I mean, it does, but doesn't leave a lot of room for my own liking. That one's good too. This one's nice as well. But I think I'm going to go with this one. This particular circle, which will make it appear when this picture is finished that this moon is farther away. Okay, so I have decided on which template I'm going to use. This one. Now, you might be wondering, well, why is your moon that color? Well, because I wanted it to be something different. In our world, we have one moon, and it's pretty stale looking. So I decided I'm going to have mine different colors. And if you're thinking, well, won't that mean you will have 2 suns? You're right. And because of the surface of my moons, this is how they will look, which means that this moon is, reddish in nature. Now, what color to make the other one? I picked some candidates. First, I have light umber. It's a possibility. silver, Tuscan red, and metallic gold. Now first, I'm going to try the Tuscan red because, like the processed red, this is a color that I do not use very often. So I'm going to just color here on the other side. Apparently I already did that one. Just to see what it looks like. That's what it looks like, with pressure and not pressure. Okay, now let's shoot. I guess I threw the clipping bag away. I have to sharpen my pencil here a little bit. Okay, this is the light umber. Okay, that's light umber with pressure. Light umber with little pressure. Okay. I'm not liking the light umber. Now let's go to the silver. With pressure. With little pressure. So silver might be a candidate. Now let's try the metallic gold. With pressure. With little pressure. No to the metallic gold. So I have two possible candidates here. Now, back to the template. I said I was going to use this template right here because that's the one I want to put in the picture. And I think I'm going to make it in the same manner that I made this one, with a little bit of the moon facing away. Hey, it's my universe. I can make up all sorts of physics and laws of nature because this is fiction. It does not have to conform to the living world. I wish people would learn that. Okay. I'm using a, let's see, what is this here? Pro Arts, yeah, it's Pro Arts pencil. I'm just gonna lightly I'm gonna make a circle very lightly. So I didn't put a lot of pressure against that. Okay. Now, first, I'm going to try the Tuscan red. And this needs to be sharpened as well. This is something about traditional art. Pencils, of course, they need to be sharpened frequently. But, I enjoy the feel of the pencil touching the paper. I don't know how to do digital art. I only know how to do traditional art. So, I'm gonna start with this one. And again, this is the Tuscan Red, or maybe I'm saying that wrong. Or maybe there's another way to say it. Use a curvature line. Doesn't, and that's fine with me, to make one part of the moon, this will be the part that faces away, and this will be the part that shines down. Hey, with my own universe, I can make, like I said, I can make my own laws of nature, my own laws of physics, my own phases of the moons. So, and I'm going to, on this side, I'm going to apply light pressure. And what I'm going to do is start by drawing a sort of a broad U. And then I'm going to draw another one. Excuse me. Almost coughed there. And then just lightly, or as gently as I can, color in this little area right here. And do that all around. And I might not even decide on a different color. I might do another moon that's the same color, processed red. Alright, now do another line here. Just as to provide separation. And something I forgot to mention prior is I used white with this to blend the processed red to make this look more like a surface. And I found with drawing and writing, something is very true that you've probably heard many times before. The only limit is your imagination. The only person holding you back in your creative endeavors is you. And I have to constantly reprimand myself, because I find myself thinking, well, that can't be, because the my moon's not like that. Well, then I have to sort of mentally slap myself and remind myself, dude, you're not making this like the real world. You're making this your world. Heck, you can make whole faiths, whole religions if you wanted to, in a fictional world. That's what's so great about fiction. You can make it whatever you want. Your story, your picture. you can make your you can make a drawing of a woman who has gargantuan breasts, or they can be small as peas. And if someone ever says to you, well, hey, why did you make them so small? All you have to say is, because I wanted to. You know, when you're not working for an established corporation, and I won't mention the names because you no doubt have a good idea of who I'm referring to. When you're not working for an established corporation, you can do whatever the heck you want. You can draw a man however you want him to be. Now, the only difference is you have to decide, who are you writing for? Who are you drawing for? Are you drawing? And are you drawing to get noticed? Are you writing to get noticed? Or are you doing it because this is something that you enjoy? This is something you love. Well, if it's because this is something you love, then you shouldn't give two craps what anybody thinks. Now, I realize that this moon right here, at this very moment, this does not look like a surface, but in time, it shall. Because as you notice, I'm filling in these areas. I'm trying to do so lightly. But I have to remember, this is Tuscan red, and this is a strong color. So, you know, even when I'm using the lightest touches that I can, still this color is very strong. Now, I'll put the Tuscan red down for a moment. Okay. If I can use my nails to get some of that off. Yeah. I'm holding the white from earlier. Okay. I'm going to use the white to blend the Tuscan red together so this looks less like, you know, several hues and more like some type of surface. And I find it just wonderful what white does. The way it blends colors. Whereas black, you know, I might be able to use it to enhance a drawing. I could not use it to blend because, you know, obvious. Black is a dark color, whereas white is Well, it's just the total opposite. And I don't need two moons in that picture. But I may eventually create two for my world. Okay. Now, I'm gonna try just a little something. I'm gonna take the black, and I'm just gonna fill in some areas. Just a few areas here. To sort of draw over the white in a way. Okay. Now I'm gonna take the Tuscan red and draw over some of the lighter areas. Now this is taking on the look of more of a road in a way than, but you know, this is, like I said, this is my own universe. I can make it whatever the heck I want it to be. I'm using the white to blend in these marks of black and Tuscan red here. Okay. So I'm going to use the white on the other side to blend the Tuscan red together. Now, I don't like this too much, but I might keep this in mind for another planet in my universe. Because just because I don't have to make, you know, my whole universe the same as the universe which I live in. There could be a whole story behind these marks on this moon. You know, what happened on this moon? Were these marks made by a civilization, or did something hit this moon causing it to look this way? Causing these directional marks to be just so? See, that's the wonderful part about drawing. You can just let your mind go. And you can even benefit from your mistakes. As my friend Greg said earlier to me on the Twitter group, comic sketch group, sometimes a mistake is, you know, just a mistake. And we have to learn from them. But sometimes we can benefit from our mistakes as well. Okay, so I'm going to use this same template. I'm going to try, oops. I'll just do that below. I'll do this below here. Alright. Now, I'll share something with you that I discovered earlier. Originally, the first time I started this practice a few hours ago, when I was drawing this one, I used the pencil to make this curvature line. But I discovered that because of the pressure I put on the pencil, it was just too strong. So when I went to make these, and this one as you saw, I used the Prismacolor pencil itself. Okay, now this time I'm using metallic gold for this moon. And I'm going to make a curvature line. Well, it's not perfect. But, I'm going to keep on trying. And I'm going to try to be more gentle with metallic gold because this too is a kind of a dark color. Okay. If I didn't say it earlier, the reason that I do it this way is to give the moon hopefully the impression that it's facing in that direction, and the dark side is facing in the other direction. I'm trying to apply very light pressure here. Okay. I know if, whoever might be watching this at a later date, because I can't see anybody's watching now, because I'm using the YouTube app. But, I know this looks messy, and it does look messy. It does look messy right now. But this is the beginning. And if you're familiar with the Bible, it starts out with, in the beginning. So everything has to start, everything that's created has to start somewhere. It says, in the beginning, God. So he was there in the beginning. Don't ask me to explain it because I can't. I only know what it says in black and white, and I believe it on faith. So, in my beginning, there I am drawing what will one day be a planet. And who knows, I may decide to make this a different type planet. But I just decided, I want to try these four colors. These that I rarely ever use. Some colors I use more than others. Some colors I see as being just for certain types of scenes. Like some greens I have used in the past to portray trees and shrubbery. Okay, now I'm gonna go over here and draw the dark side of this moon. This is the wonderful part about practicing when there's no ultimate goal in mind. I can just try out anything. Oh, there is an ultimate goal. I am eventually going to put a moon, or at least, or maybe, hopefully two, in that picture. But right now, I'm just trying to see what I can do with these colors. Now, I like the way this metallic gold appears on the page. On this side, the dark side. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but I've decided to drop several titles from my pull list for a new comic book day. Specifically, DC Comics, because they are hiking all their comics except a few back up to $3.99 a piece, an issue. Now, I might not drop some titles if the stories are good. I went through all the current titles by the solicitations for both July and August, and there's about 11 titles that I still want to purchase, but only 3 are going to be published twice a month. The rest of them are monthly. So that will mean that I won't have to spend as much And I'm dropping some titles because, I'm not happy with the stories. You know? Okay. Now, take the white, blend in the color. Now, I'm not too thrilled with this one. I'm not too thrilled with this one. I like this one better. So, when I get around to it, there will be a moon that will extend over this way, and it's to, you know, hopefully, meld with this that was left behind from, you know, trying to do some coloring over top this piece of paper. And then there will be a smaller moon here. So that's it for this drawing. I mean, I don't think I can do anything more to make this one look any better. Now, maybe, last ditch effort, if I use the black, some of the black, on here to over some of the white areas. Now, taking the white again. Going over the black. I don't think it really helped. But, I didn't use the same technique that I used with this one, because I put black down on this one, which made everything stand out, but I didn't use the white to go back over the black areas. And I think the black did make this stand out, but using the black over this part, I don't think that was a good idea. But I didn't not use the black on this one, and use the pencil. I think it was processed red. Just to do the same, which I did with the black on these two. So this was the Tuscan red. This was the processed red. I thought, well, I'll try and keep it. Maybe I should try and keep it in the same color. Now, before I go, I'll try this once more. It's not using the black. Okay, get this is the Tuscan red. Curvature line. Alright. Now, here we go. Just try and put as little pressure as possible on the pencil. Alright. And again. Also, something that I've been telling myself when I've been drawing these moons is that even though it looks messy right now, that the white will help to kind of even out the mess. Because I also remind myself that our own moon, which we commonly think of as, the color white, is in fact different shades. I'm sure there's black, gray, white, and other shades of those colors. So I can't say that it's just one color or that it's just one texture. Because we can't look up at the moon and say, wow, that's one big white orb. Because it's not just an orb. It has, texture to it. It has some craters on it. And you might be asking, why haven't you put any craters on yours? Well, for the simple reason, I just don't want to right now. And that's my prerogative as a world builder. Because, that's what I'm doing. I'm building a world. I'm building the world of Spirit Comics. And just in case any of you are wondering, I have several characters thought up. I have written, I believe the phrase is dossiers for 5 of them, because They're going to be military types. And so far I have uh, three books in mind, but I'm not gonna say just what they are because a lot of this is still in my head. A lot of this I still need to put on paper. But I have to admit, ladies and gentlemen, that sometimes I have a lot more fun just writing my own stories than reading ones from Marvel Comics or DC Comics. Okay, now I'm going to use the same color, Tuscan Red. Go over the white areas. Okay. Now I'm going to take the color white after I sharpen it a little bit. I'm going to go over these darker areas. And I think this adds a little bit more texture to what I would call the surface of the moon. So see it looks less like a drawing and more like the surface of a planetoid. I think that's the phrase. And I think I'm gonna have to